Forensic Files. No witnesses, no leads, no problem. 35 years ago, 8 people were massacred on a fishing boat, the Investor, in Alaska. Originally, John Peel was charged with the killings in 1984, but after 2 expensive headline-grabbing trials, he was acquitted. Decades later, the case is Alaska's worst unsolved mass homicide. That's where we come in. This is The Cold Case of a Lifetime. After picking up the case, we spoke to a couple experts to get some more information.
A woman who was on the docks the day of the crime said she saw a man returning from the scene of the crime on a small boat. She later identified this man as Tim Despain.
After thorough examination, we found the gun at the shore of where the crime scene happened. The fingerprints on the gun matched the suspect, and we found these fingerprints through the use of dusting.
There was a empty gasoline jug in the back of John Peel's car with Tim's fingerprints on it, and Tim said that the fingerprints got there when he was searching the car 35 years ago.
Your Jolly Ranchers that you eat every day were found at the crime scene. Could you explain why they were found there?
No. I don't know why they were found at the crime scene. Are you sure they're my Jolly Ranchers?
Through the use of dusting, we found your fingerprints on it, so explain that one to me, please.
I eat Jolly Ranchers every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was investigating the crime. I must have left them at the scene.
Well, the Jolly Ranchers were there before you clocked in, so could you explain?
You know, I don't track my Jolly Ranchers. I'm not exactly sure every move I make with my Jolly Ranchers, sir. All I know is that I enjoy a good Jolly Rancher every once in a while. And I may or may have not left the bag there, maybe the night before or something, I'm not sure.
After searching through his house, we found a journal that logged what he did with his Jolly Ranchers every day. One day was missing.
We were reviewing surveillance footage of you at work, and we noticed that every single day you brought in a bag of Jolly Ranchers, and the morning after the crime, you didn't have one. Why is that?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So every day I kind of do the same thing. Well, the morning after the crime, I was up investigating pretty late, and I woke up that morning, drove to work, and I forgot my wallet. So I wasn't able to buy Jolly Ranchers like normal. I tried to, but I said, maybe, can I pay you later for the Jolly Ranchers? And they're like, sorry, you can't.
On top of the surveillance at work, we also have surveillance of you at the store buying Jolly Ranchers every night, and the eyewitness account of the person who sells it to you saying you come in every night. But now you're saying you forgot your wallet in the morning.
So how much surveillance are you guys doing on me?
We had a fluffy little squirrel sitting in a bush with a camcorder, recording his every movement.
And Leroy, the night manager at Loaf and Jug, where I buy my Jolly Ranchers, he's jealous, all right? In high school, we have a history. I was homecoming king. He was jealous. He's never had a girlfriend. So I think he's kind of out to get me.
So his testimony is biased.
Oh, of course.
I don't understand how surveillance footage can be biased, because we have both accounts of eyewitness accounts.
Well,
and
you said
surveillance.
you had testimony from Leroy, or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Because there is
if
surveillance.
you're trying to say that I'm your suspect, I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
We took this threat seriously and dispatched officers to his house. 1 month later, we finished collecting the evidence and found Tim Despain guilty in court. We pieced together exactly what he did to commit what could have been the perfect crime. Tim took a small boat across the water to the Investor, and then swiftly killed everyone inside. 2 of them were shot and the rest were stabbed. During this time, he managed to drop his bag of Jolly Ranchers that he had just purchased from the store. He coated the boat in gasoline, then lit it on fire and escaped in his small rowboat to the side. After doing some research, we found out that Tim was actually not prom king. it was Leroy. And we have found out that for a long time, Tim has been jealous of Leroy's success, now owning his own Loafin' Jug. Because Leroy was great friends with the members on The Investor, Tim decided it was in his best interest to burn it down. He thought Leroy was going to be on the ship, but he wasn't there on that day. As he arrived back to the shore, he saw another deckhand who was leaving his car and decided to plant the gasoline in the back of that man's car. Because it was around the same time as his murders, he figured it would be a great way to cover his tracks. What Tim didn't see coming, however, was 35 years later he would be caught, and now he is serving life in prison. This has been Forensic Files.